musical that will be returning to the stage. Back in March, Kimberley Walsh was gearing up for the much-anticipated adaptation of Sleepless in Seattle before, of course, it was delayed due to coronavirus. But the good news is rehearsals have now restarted with co-star Jay McGuinness.
Joins me now. That was you in rehearsals before all of this, before the social distancing, of course. Kimberley, lovely to see you.
Hi there, lovely to see you too.
Now, it was really interesting what Lin-Manuel Miranda was saying about the theatre and, you know, people being concerned and worried. But it does look like you are doing rehearsals, social distancing rehearsals, but it looks like this could be, you know, people could go see this sooner than they think.
Exactly. I think, as you said, it's a really, really tough time for everybody in theatre right now. There's a lot of worry. And I feel like us obviously being able to announce that we will be back from the 25th of August, pending government advice, obviously, has given everybody a bit of a ray of hope, to be honest. And we feel just so excited to get back on stage with the show.
Now, of course, things are going to be different. How have rehearsals been? What sort of extra precautions have you had to take, Kimberley?
So we're not in full rehearsals at the moment. Jay and I have done some socially distanced recording and stuff. But other than that, we start rehearsals on I think probably the first week of August, because we had actually got our show ready right up until teching it. So the show was actually finished. And then we got locked down on our first day of technical rehearsals. So we'd just seen the stage for the first time. We'd done our first sing through with the orchestra. And that was the day before lockdown. So it's very strange. So we're going to come back and obviously hopefully remember everything that we've done. Yeah. But we will have a few weeks obviously to brush up and obviously go into technical. And it will be different because it depends obviously where the government is with the scheme and at what stage that we're at. There will be some socially distanced measures in place, obviously. But I think we're very lucky with the show that it is possible for us to do it. Obviously, it's Sleepless in Seattle, based on the movie, the 90s movie. And as you probably remember, Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks, they don't actually meet or come anywhere near each other until the final scene in the movie. And it's the same in the musical, so it worked out pretty well for us in that way.
So you're right. If you're actually going to do a show, there it is. Now, you and Jay, of course, reunited because he was Tom Hanks again. He did the Tom Hanks role in Big, and now he's doing the Tom Hanks role in Sleepless in Seattle, and you, of course, doing the Meg Ryan role. So that's brilliant that you two have got that shorthand. You know each other really well. You know and trust each other. So that makes it that little bit easier, especially in these times where things are so crazy.
Yeah, certainly does. Yeah, we don't have to worry about any of that. And also it means that we can kind of totally pick up where we left off before, you know, because we've worked together for such a long time now. So I think that is definitely an advantage. And to be honest, we're just very fortunate that we're at the Troubadour, Wembley Park, which is a new theatre. So it's huge space, it's very well ventilated, you know, we've got lots of room to do socially distancing for the audience. I mean, it's silly, but, you know, we've got like 20-odd toilets, like all of these little things are very important at this time. And because, you know, we're not in a West End theatre, it's actually, I think, made it possible for us to come back. And I think hopefully pave the way for other shows to come back, because it's definitely a tough time for all actors at the moment.
No, there's huge concerns, isn't there, about the whole future of theatre. I mean, people just trying to find, like you're doing with this production, just trying to find new and different ways to entertain, because it's what you want to do. So how have you been during all of this lockdown? Have you been managing okay? Has it been all right?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm not going to lie. When I first got the news about lockdown, I was like, no school, no, you know, you do worry. You think, how am I going to entertain two very energetic boys all day, every day, just, you know, inside the house? But actually, the weather has been amazing. That's really helped. And they've just had the best time together, like outside playing, building dens. We try to just make it feel a little bit more like a kind of holiday at home kind of vibe, and it has worked. The homeschooling's been tough at times, as I'm sure most parents feel the same about that one, but we've got through it, haven't we? It's not been, you know, as hard as we probably thought it would be, so it's nice to know that we can be, you know, settled at home, I think.
It's been a tough time. It's been a tough time for so many people, not just mentally as well. You know, some days are worse than others. But what's been great for you is that you've had, obviously, the kids, having time with the kids and your husband, but also having this project to focus on has really helped. And also keeping in touch with people. You know, I know you've been in touch with the girls, with all the girls from Girls Aloud. You've been doing all the calls and everything, and that's great to just be able to do that from home.
So lovely, yeah, to keep that connection with your close family and friends throughout that time is so important. But it's been lovely to actually see them in the flesh. Like, it felt like so long. But now I saw Nicola the other day. She was isolating on her own, bless her, so it was lovely to see her. And as soon as the lockdown restrictions were down, we were straight round to Cheryl's. So we've had lots of time running wild in her garden. So no, we're all good.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. And maybe, I know we always talk about this, but maybe one day, perhaps, maybe a wee benefit concert for NHS and frontline workers might happen with the Girls Aloud. You never know. You always say never say never.
Who knows? We are actually doing a special gala performance for NHS workers with Sleepless on the 27th. But yeah, our 20-year anniversary of Girls Aloud.
Oh, no, we've frozen. That's what happens. Doesn't it happen? Do you not find that when you're talking to your pals or you're talking to your mum, it just freezes like that? Never mind. What Kimberley was saying, obviously, there was going to be a performance of Sleepless, the musical. There's going to be a special performance of that for NHS and frontline workers, which is great. And fingers crossed, it will premiere on the 25th of August at the Troubadour Wembley Park Theatre.